All right, family. Black Power is the truth. Hour with General Cyrus said he kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. Get over there to Patreon, family. We got that fire, man. We is getting down tonight. We already uploaded some fire just yesterday. I want you to get over there and get that work. To the YouTube members, we uploaded some new videos up. We on the menu for the day. So make sure you check the home page so you can be in the house for the live stream membership live streams today. Sarah Susan Seti, General Seti. We got the 24-hour live streams going on 24 hours on both pages. All the elite material is on that live stream. Make sure you check it out. KingSeti.com got some all the General Seti's products. Make sure the links is right there in the video description in the chat. Make sure you get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it, share it with your family and friends, and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because you will get banned. Here we go, family. We black again. We black again. We in the house. We got to talk about the straw man argument that Pan-Africanism is black Americans' real problem. You see, straw man argument. You see, it's time for us to get down to the real issues. You see, all this bullshit that niggas is talking about is bullshit. You know, because I know better. You see, I know better. Coming up in Detroit about having. I mean, I've literally, when I was, studying under Dr. Ben and Dr. Clark, man, listen, the people that you could talk to, my age at that time, being 18 and 19 years old, nigga, you did not have nobody to talk to. You know what I'm saying? It was family around the country, but it was technically a small community in comparison to the greater black community. The greater black community is not concerned about no Pan-Africanism. I can tell you that. You see, and we have to, now, if people say that studying about Africa, which is part of Pan-Africanism to me, but the way these niggas is straw manning this argument to go back to Africa and all of this and that and see, the thing is, we have to get down to the root of these niggas' disease. These niggas have a disease. And the disease is for many of them that they do not want to be African. That's just what it is. And I'm all right with it. You understand what I'm saying? But see, that's the straw man. Just get to where, get to the root of the goddamn issue. Okay? A lot of these niggas, but they cannot answer critical questions that I continue to throw out there. And I always hear crickets, and the niggas always divert, the conversation. They always divert the conversation. Nobody can answer the fucking critical questions that I ask. And so the when we talk about, and a lot of what FBA is talking about, I'm not gonna say it's key things I agree with. You see what I'm saying? There's key things that I agree with. But a whole lot of that shit is fluff. And it's a straw man argument. You see what I'm saying? It's fluff and it's a straw man argument because it don't for us to achieve the legal. You see, I see, legally, the legal classification that family is looking for, legal identification, being foundational. You see what I'm saying? I understand that aspect. That we, when you're saying that we are the foundational black American. Thank you, Winston. Thank you, good brother. Thank you. Let me put that good brother up there. Yeah, appreciate you. When you say foundational, that means that you are the primary stock. You see, of black people or African, however you want to deal with it. And we could deal with it, that you are the primary stock of black people that's been in America from 1776 into the early 1900s, because Africans didn't really start immigrating over into goddamn United States until after 1965. You see what I'm saying? So there ain't really been no, no threat into it. So we already know. So I see the legal ramification. So that, whatever happened to our people, and there's reparations that are due. You see what I'm saying? For what has happened, crimes and land that's taken, and working our people for 300 years with no pay, low pay, no pay. You see what I'm saying? I understand. So that's an inheritance. You see what I'm saying? That's an inheritance thing. And so I understand adding the term foundational. I understand that. You see, but you didn't, some nigga, it could have been foundational African American, and it would have rendered the same legalities. You see what I'm saying? Even just saying a foundational African American would have still rendered the same legalities. Black American, African American. So, but you wanted to take the African out. You see what I'm saying? So it wasn't just that you wanted to be the primary stock. It wasn't that you just wanted to be the primary stock. To just, legally adding foundational and making clarity that you are the primary stock that been here. You saying American, some of y'all want to go before 1776, and I don't, if you're gonna use the term American, you could use it's 1776. If you want to go before 1776, then why are you using the term American? I just want to know that. If you are ancient being over here, then you should be fighting to be the original people that we were before America. But you want to be in the matrix of America. So you identify yourself as foundational Black American. Okay, primary stock of Black people in America from 1776, when United States became a nation, up into the early 1900s. And I say that because primarily wasn't no other Black people over here, but us between them periods. And you can even go up, you can go up, the early 1900s. You see what I'm saying? You can go up into the early 1900s. So it's technically been 200 years. And you know what I'm saying? As America, where we were the primary stock, that's understandable. So it could have been foundational African American. But the thing is, you wanted to add foundational, but you wanted to take African out. Yeah, I understand that. Foundation, yeah. I understand that. I understand that being the cornerstone. That's beautiful. We understand that. I have no problem with that because that's true. You see? But now we have this debate about, well, I'm not African, I'm found. But listen, let me tell you something. If you take, say for instance, a Chinese man brought his family to America, and say they stay here eight generations. You see, if say that Chinese family stay in America for 8 generations, you see what I'm saying? And you take that family and you drop them in China, you will never find them. Now, from a national perspective, they could be Americans. But if you take them and you drop them in China, you will never find them because racially they are Chinese. Racially they are Chinese. You see what I'm saying? So it don't make no difference whether they were born. I don't give a fuck if they've been over here 16 generations. If they breed amongst their own people and they keep the phenotype that they came here with, and they keep the same phenotype, and you take that 16th generation of Chinese people and you drop them in China, you would not be able to identify that family from any other family in China. You would not be able to find That's right. We got the family. You wouldn't be able to identify that family, distinguish that family from any other family in China. That's real talk. Because what we arguing is like irrelevant. You arguing nationality versus race. You see what I'm saying? And now a lot of them don't believe they come. And when we say race, we talking about from the origin. Whether you born there or not, Chinese man born in America. If you see that motherfucker, you gonna say he's Chinese. You're not gonna say he's Chinese or he's a foundational yellow American. You ain't gonna change your name. You see? You say, how can a descendant be a found well, I think I mean, when you talk about inheritance, I mean, we were here by ourselves. We was the primary stock up until like 1960. So even a descendant could still be foundational. You see what I'm saying? I believe so. You see, yeah, I believe so. I think so. But even because you go back to the root. If you got a lineage that go back to the root of the foundational, yeah, you feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Because we was over here technically by ourselves. You see what I'm saying? Up into the 1960s. You feel what I'm saying? So they didn't technically let blacks, from other countries into the United States on any mass, level until like 1965. So that identifies that we are the ones that put this shit together over here. You see, even into the modern state of where we at today, we are the primary stock that put in the work over here. I understand that. That's not what I'm talking about, but the problem is a lot of them don't and I understand the argument. Some of them want to be Indians, and that's okay. You could be that. You see, you could be that. But the fact when you get to talking shit about Africa, then I have to ask serious questions. And I'm not the type where I'm going to slander. I'm just going to ask critical questions about that. You see what I'm saying? You know, yeah, so wherever you was at, if you was in Jamaica, then you were a foundational Jamaican. You see what I'm saying? If your people was the primary stock of whatever, and that's what when you start talking about, I say gas, global African supremacy. You see what I'm saying? I need to hear the supremacy part. You see what I'm saying? We can't be playing no games out here. We got to be supreme in whatever we doing. So I'm about gas. I'm about global African supremacy. And so what it's saying, wherever you at, you see, and wherever land you in today, and you the foundational stock of that island, whether it could be Haiti, it could be Jamaica, it could be even in Africa, in certain areas, and you the primary tribe, but do you understand what I'm saying? Then you should hold that down. And you should practice, you understand, a nationalistic program that where you and your people and your descendants benefit from that particular area and land, you should benefit from that. You see what I'm saying? And nobody should be able to come in there and usurp you in that land. And so what we're saying for global African supremacy, that these black, these indigenous black people all over the world, that I feel, and you ain't got to believe how I believe. You don't. You understand what I'm saying? But I know you niggas, y'all got that gang mentality. You see what I'm saying? It's easy for you niggas to, even in Africa. And you cannot, and I want y'all to understand, you cannot go get no nothing ass nigga from Africa and think I care about anything that's coming out their mouth. You see what I'm saying? Thank you, Wilson. I appreciate you. You cannot, and just like you can't go get no nothing ass nigga from out one of these cities and think I give a goddamn. And that's exactly so what you really having is a collusion of two nothing ass niggas on the other side of the Atlantic, one on this side of the Atlantic, that are colluding to put this negative atmosphere out here You understand what I'm saying? Ain't no nigga ever been a threat to me. You understand what I'm saying? I can keep you niggas out, most definitely. Have been doing it. So ain't no nigga with no flip-flops, no threat to me. You see, and then, again, if black people's just practicing, and it regardless to wherever you go. You see, just like I tell niggas, I say, you know what? You can't go in another nigga city. And thank you, because a nigga gonna usurp your ass if you go in there running off at your mouth and shit. That's what I mean. You can't usurp nobody in their land. So if niggas see you, you understand what I'm saying? And you come in and you on some real united, your peoples is united, your block is united, your city is united, your peoples is united under black nationalism for that particular nation. You about black power in that particular nation, and everybody is doing the same. Whatever nation that they in, whatever black people, indigenous to whatever land, and they're practicing black power in that nation. You unite on a global network. You see what I'm saying? You unite and form a united front on a global scale because we need global security. If you stay in a island, you see, by yourself, you will be easily usurped. You see what I'm saying? So what we are saying, my understanding, and that's why I speak for me. You understand? I understand Marcus Garvey, the great Marcus Garvey, who brought a lot of positive, uplifting, nationalistic policies and ideas to our people that influence every motherfucker over here. What people want to do is they want to bring up the shit that they don't necessarily agree with. But goddamn, Marcus Garvey came in the 1920s. It's damn near 100 years later. Duh. You would, of course, would update the shit. Duh. You ain't gonna use a guy all a blueprint from 1920. Duh. You dumbass nigga. Update the shit. Use the primary, use the solid shit that which he did, and don't want to talk about that. Y'all don't want to talk about that. And again, like I said, the majority of people in the African community, Pan-African community, are really studying. They have no active plans to move back to Africa. Most people in the Pan-African community, they really about taking trips. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people like to go to Kemet. A lot of people like to go to Ghana. A lot of people like to go to Ethiopia. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people like to go to South Africa. A lot of people like to go to the various, they like to take trips. No one I know is really thinking, that I know. I don't even know nobody. I hear people that's going over there. I'm not saying that nobody is going to Africa, but the majority of people, even in the Pan-African community, is studying, and they're trying to uplift their own community wherever they at. Nobody, so that you blowing smoke, nigga. You niggas ain't even got enough money, you understand, to put on the bus, nigga, to go downtown. How the fuck is motherfuckers gonna go to Africa? You niggas can't even put you understand? You can't even put gas in the car if you got a goddamn car. So how in the fuck is niggas actively got plans to go back to Africa? This is bullshit. So y'all motherfuckers got a straw man argument. You understand what I'm saying? Because most people are not involved in the Pan-African community. Most of y'all niggas have not read one book. One book. I doubt if you ever even read one chapter. One chapter. You understand what I'm saying? Out of destruction of black civilization. One chapter out of stolen legacy. You see what I'm saying? One chapter out of the miseducation of the Negro. I bet my motherfucking bottom dollar you ain't even read one page. You see what I'm saying? So what are you saying when you say this? That this is a scam. No, what it is, it's an attack on, and then you go getting nothing ass niggas. Because when you talk about Pan-Africanism, you're talking about where most people, it's gonna be a small, and it's gonna be the elite mind. It's gonna be the elite mind that try to engage in it. It's not going to, if you take any form of the conscious community, it don't make no difference which one. And you go to niggas in Detroit with that, I don't care which one of them is. It could be Pan-Africanism, it gonna be Hebrewism, it could be Moorish Sign Temple, it could be the Nation of Islam. Niggas gonna say, nigga, where the weed, nigga? You understand what I'm saying? Where the weed, nigga? Where the Hennessy, nigga? Where the cold 40s, nigga? I ain't got time for that, nigga. I'm trying to get some rims on my shit. You know, summer, you know, about time summer, I want some rims on my shit. I want some beat in the trunk, nigga. I want some beat in the trunk, nigga. Yeah, nigga, I'm trying to flip some shit out here, nigga. This is what I'm trying to do. So niggas is in the streets is not on no Pan-Africanism. The shit that's destroying our people, the majority of our people, when you turn that motherfucking news on, is the destruction and killing in the community, the rape of our pillaging of our community with drugs, with ignorant ass niggas that's shooting and killing, and all of this is the plague of our community. To sit up here and act like Pan-Africanism, a small ideology compared to the majority of the Black American community, you understand, is you scapegoat that this the problem? Man, y'all niggas is a bunch of damn fools. They say they be calling me Malcolm as a wise. Yeah, of course. If you call you Malcolm, you got to be honored. But see, that just show you. That just show you. They ain't got no elders. If you ask them niggas, they just come out of nowhere. You see what I'm saying? You understand? It showed me. They just start. They're just like it's just like all these groups and shit. You know, the Moors. Oh, he was a Moor. Now they doing the same thing. Oh, he was a Moor. You know, everybody a goddamn Moor. Oh man, he was a Moor. Now these niggas like, oh, he FBA nigga. You can't backdate history and give a nigga if they didn't understand, nigga. Y'all niggas is some 2-year niggas. You see what I'm saying? Y'all niggas some 2-year nigga. I just really started hearing y'all. I heard it, but y'all didn't have no, momentum. You really ain't got none for me. You ain't got none now. You see, y'all niggas out here, but I done seen groups come and go. You see, especially if you ain't standing on shit and I can clearly see that this is some damn bullshit because y'all, on one end, you sound the foundational. That's sound to identify ourselves as the primary stock of Black people in America for legal purposes. You see what I'm saying? This is we the one that put our blood, sweat, and tears into this soil. That's for legal purposes, for inheritance, for what our ancestors put down over there. That's understandable. You see what I'm saying? But that could have been accomplished by saying foundational African American. The foundational is what clears that up. The fact is, y'all just don't want to be African at all. You see what I'm saying? That's really the argument. You see what I'm saying? Because you could have cleared that up just saying foundational African. Yeah, that don't. But what is that saying? A foundational African American is a lineage too. That's a lineage too. Foundational African American is a lineage too. It could be Black, it could be African. It don't make no difference. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing. What did you say? Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Listen here. I'm not about to get into no argument with none of these niggas. You see, yeah, began their history in slavery. They can't, because when you say American, nigga, you can't go before 1776. You see, you can say what motherfucker, why you ain't fighting to be what you was before America then? You see what I'm saying? So they trapped into the American matrix. And I understand how people was over here before America, but these niggas want to be foundational Black Americans. And I'm okay with that. If that's what you want to do, you don't exist before 1776. That's what I could tell you. I know that. You don't exist before 1776. Okay? So just know that. I'm an ancient man, nigga. My lineage go before some goddamn 17. I'm not, today, I'm identified as a foundational of my nationality, but as a race. I know my people been here since the goddamn earth started spinning. So I'm not about to confine myself to my lineage. Oh goddamn, your lineage don't go before 1776. You see? Because the blacks over here that did before 1776, and then you wasn't even a goddamn American until what was it? The 13th Amendment? What was it? Was it the 13th Amendment? So you wasn't even American until then. So I mean, wait a minute. Let me see. Let me hold up. Let me get this shit. So in 1865, so 1865. So you can't even really say 1776. You were here, but you wasn't an American. You wasn't a motherfucking American until they 1866. The Civil Rights Act of 1866 declared that all persons born in the U.S. except Native Americans were citizens, but Southern states resisted enforcing it. You see, so even though you talking about nigga, you talking about 1866. You ain't even talking about 1776. So you was over here, but you wasn't an American. You wasn't an American. You see what I'm saying? Until 1866. That's by paper. That's paperwork. Do you understand what I'm saying? But enforcing it is something different. So you ain't been a goddamn. So nigga, you been an American nigga about 100 motherfucking years over here, nigga. You see what I'm saying? You been a yeah. The first slaves arrived. No, they didn't arrive to no America in 1500 because it wasn't no America. You see what I'm saying? They might have landed on this soil and they was over here before that. But when they came here in 1500, it wasn't no America. It wasn't no nation. So when people say foundational black American and you understand the nationality of America, you talking about America became a nation in 1776 and they didn't even identify people being born in America citizens until 1866. So I mean, you talking about 1866. We talking about 1866. You can't speak of nothing before 1860 because you was not a citizen yet. Okay, but I understand that we were over here now. But when you trying to be legal then. You know what I'm saying? You want to be legal? Let's be legal. So you wasn't a damn citizen until you see 1866, and even then, a lot of southern areas did not. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't enforce it. You see what I'm saying? Which means, along came Jim Crow. Is that a citizen? Just because they say is that a citizen? You understand what I'm saying? Motherfucker got to go around the back of the goddamn restaurant, get his food like they feeding dogs and shit. That's a citizen? Motherfucker couldn't even go to the local parks and shit, couldn't go to the pool, couldn't do none of that, couldn't go to the beach. Is that a citizen? Is that a citizen? So yeah, so we the straw man is when you fake an argument. You see what I'm saying? You really say, oh, I'm not, they trying to, the argument is they trying to, establish national identity. So that when it come time for any type of reparation, you see what I'm saying? That, we get what's due to us and that no other blacks can come from over and and claim our inheritance. I understand that, but the straw man argument is really all of this African shit because the thing is we could have did that by calling ourselves foundational African Americans. And we could have still got that same legality. You see what I'm saying? Because we identify from, from 17, and we'll just say 1776 up to this point, we know that's us because they hadn't even passed laws for other, Africans and the Caribbean blacks to come over here in any mass number into 1965. So I understand that. But really, they arguing this, all about not being African. So really, that's really the foundational part. Ain't really no issue that could easily be solved. But all of this going back and forth with the African thing is that's So the foundational thing is really the straw man. That's the straw man. You see what I'm saying? Because the reality is y'all just don't want to be African. That's just what it is. Y'all just don't want to be African. That's really what it is. You see what I'm saying? They don't, yeah. Original African American, American African. That could be, that could be a legal term for black people. You see what I'm saying? That could be a legal term. That solves that. Man, y'all motherfucker stupid. I don't need no nigga to tell me about, motherfucker, I'd have been to Africa, motherfucker. And like I said, they treated me like a god, nigga. And they treated me like a king, nigga. Straight up. So I don't know what you niggas talking about. You niggas can sit y'all silly ass somewhere and run that bullshit. You could do that to them little niggas. You can't do that to me. 'Cause, half you niggas ain't even been off the block. You know what I'm saying? Half you, who is that? Who out there? Muhammad Jai, who is that? He is Muhammad, you on the team, or is Muhammad on the team? Muhammad, you don't know what the fuck you talking about, Muhammad. And anytime a nigga come in here, what is Muhammad? What is you? Is you a rap? What is you, nigga? Because the first thing is you a black man? You Muhammad Jackson. That's a confused nigga. You got two names. You got you Muhammad Jackson. Okay, so now you got an Arab name, and you got what's that Jackson? Like Andrew Jackson. You a confused nigga. You got and where you from? What is your is so? What part of that is you FBA? What is you, nigga? What part is the Muhammad is FBA? Wait a minute, I want to find out what this nigga is. Yeah, yeah. I don't care. It don't make no difference. It don't make no difference. You see what I'm saying? But your name is Muhammad Jackson. I'm trying to, yeah, Louis Fair. All of that is confused state. Yeah, it's a confused state. Farrakhan, with a Turkish name. You see what I'm saying? All you niggas is, yeah, all you niggas is confused. So you gonna sit up here and tell me what don't, and I'm over there, nigga, I'm chilling. They opening up every door. When I came over there, they treated me like a king, nigga. Straight up, where in Egypt and Ethiopia, nigga, they treated me like a king. And nigga, doors was just popping open. Brother, that's what they said. I don't need you, nigga. You a fake nigga. Have you even been out your city, nigga? You ain't nobody. You was a nothing ass nigga. Ain't no nigga named Mohammed Jackson got nothing to say to me. You in a state of confusion, nigga. You in a state of confusion. You got an Arab name, nigga. Yeah, yeah. You can put all that shit in there. And what does that mean? What does that mean? Don't mean a goddamn thing. You can put them all in there. Stand on your own. You understand? You grab another nigga nuts, nigga. Why you putting their name in there? You see what I'm saying? Let's deal with your name. Be a man. Stand on your own name. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, Muhammad got an Arab name. But what is you? Is you FBA Muhammad? Is you FBA Muhammad? Is you FBA? All that African. Sabras, you're the son of the sun, Sultan, Black Lord Seti. He who is loved by Set. All of that. What you want to do? What you want to do with that? Ain't no confusion, nigga. Muhammad is an Arab name, nigga. That's an Arab. That's an Arab name, nigga. That's an Arab name. Figure that out. Figure that out. You see, you look to Mecca, but what is you, nigga? What is you? Is you an FBA? Why are you here? I want to know, Muhammad Jackson, are you FBA? And if you are FBA, what you doing with the name Muhammad? You should get that up. You FBA, nigga. You disrespecting FBA, nigga. You are a foundational Black American, but you got the name of an Arab. No, I didn't ask you. Our original Arabs are black. I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask you that. I'm talking about this. Are you FBA, nigga? If he don't answer whether he FBA, kick his ass out. He don't. He no longer needed over here. Cause you gonna identify why you in my chat. You gonna identify why you in my chat, or get your bitch ass on. Straight up. Is you FBA? If you FBA, the question is why your name Mohammed? You understand what I'm saying? Because that's not an FBA name. That's not an FBA name, nigga. Yeah, I want to know. I'm not attacking your religion or nothing. That he's FBA. Okay, then y'all fake. Get that nigga out of here. I'm just saying. Is you a F? Wait a minute. Is you FBA? If you FBA, you fake, nigga. Because y'all talking about the African, but you love the Arab. The Arab get a pass, but the African don't get no pass. Yeah, you fake, nigga. You a fake nigga. Sitting up here talking about the African, but you sitting up there with an Arab name. Nigga, is you about the fakest nigga I ever seen in my life? I don't care what you is. Get him out of here, Ray. I don't want to see this nigga no more. You see what I'm saying? Get that nigga on up. But send Muhammad on back to the to his tent so he can tend to his goat. You see what I'm saying? Let him go tend to his goat. But anyway, family, I'm just out here, man. We went into this one long. I'm gonna it's in the general feed. Yeah, he did. He did, but he said he was a Pan-Africanist. Yeah, Malcolm X said he was a Pan-Africanist. You see what I'm saying? He said he was a Pan-Africanist. I understand that. So his religion was, but he spoke, yeah, he did. And but he was also evolving. You see what I'm saying? You going back in time. You going back in time. And so at that time, Islam was the conscious community. You see what I'm saying? And so that was the step to get to the next level. So I understand that. I understand. But he also had an African name, Omawali. He also, his last name was his African name, Omawali. Okay? Remember that. His last name was not Malcolm. It was not El Haj El Malik Shabazz. It was Omawali. Okay? That was his African name. Yeah. Yeah, that was his African. But nigga, you in 2025. You in 2025 and the Pan-African community, then most definitely, nigga, I done chop nigga Islam up. Nigga, you ain't nothing but a Jew, nigga. You ain't nothing but a Jew, nigga. Get out of here. The hell you talking about, nigga? All your prophet is Jews. And you sitting in here talking about my sound drop. How I sound? Okay. I didn't even have my mic in all the way. I'm glad oh, it's good. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm punished. Okay, good. I didn't have my mic on, even though y'all probably heard me. I should have had my mic on. It probably sound better now. But anyway, family, I appreciate y'all. Support the general. Get over there to Patreon. Support the general. I got some work. I want y'all over there. You feel me? Putting a lot of work in over there. KingSeti.com. Most definitely check out the 24-hour live stream. We just getting started, family. I want them to bring the smoke. I want them to bring the smoke. These niggas is tapping out. You gonna put niggas' name? I don't care about none of them names. None of them, nigga. You see what I'm saying? I don't got no problem with Muslim brothers and shit. But then when I look at y'all jumping on the African and y'all gonna put the African out, put the Arab out. You see what I'm saying? Put the Arab out. Put his God out, nigga. Just like you doing the African. I don't want. If it ain't FBA, put that shit out. Jesus Christ wasn't no damn FBA. Nigga put his ass out too. Don't give them no pass and then y'all getting on Africa. That's bullshit. All right. I'll be right, black family. I appreciate y'all. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily liberation through African education and confrontation. Boom. Black power.